People wanna, I don't know if nobody wanna know that. Yeah, well, you probably do. If you're trying to slow down or cleanse or heal from, I always talk about drugs, but I never really talk about sex. Quiet the memory muscle. And over time you'll stop thinking it because it's the thought. You know, watch the. Once you realize it's the thought that's triggering the memory muscle, then you can actually go back to the emissions, and then you're gonna realize the emissions is triggering the thoughts, and then you're gonna realize it's best to take in the knowledge of sex, God is as far as. You're gonna realize, like, for me, it's good to understand the additions and the subtractions when you done had encounters with somebody. And you gotta ask yourself, is these good or bad? And then you need to, if you feel that it's bad, and you really can't say the subtraction is bad or good, depending on the person. And if you feel this is bad, then give it some time before you deal with that person again. But here's a trick though. I mean, here's the problem. It might be a subtraction. One time, then it might be an addition. The same thing that was subtracted might be an addition the next time. And then you just know not to go back the next time. That's why I say I don't mess with that stuff. That stuff crazy, bro. That's why I say I don't deal with it, because it's crazy. Don't even deal with it, bro. don't even deal with it. That's why I say, but I can't tell everybody that. So I'm trying to look at it logically. Like, okay, people in the world, and everybody ain't gonna be like me, of course. Everybody ain't gonna be celibate. Everybody ain't gonna be a virgin. Well, just weigh your options, and then that's a way that you can sort of lead yourself towards your tree, because your tree is typically gonna add and subtract what you don't need, add what you need and subtract what you don't need, and whatever you don't need is gonna add to the other part of your tree that they need. You see what I'm saying? That's how it goes. And it's gonna always stay in the tree. Alright, now let's see what else we got. That's why whoever warped the energy and swapped me out, and you trying to teach this, it's no good, because you're not even part of the tree. Maybe even if you are family, you might not be part of the tree. Your genetics might not be lined up the same, so you still lead people in the wrong direction. It's just like you just gonna have to figure out a way to flip flop it. And I don't know why I said flip flop, but you're gonna have to figure out a way to flip it. And then thank you, guys. And then you're gonna figure it out. I ain't trying to take y'all so-called fun away, but this goes to the world now. But then they saying, how can we keep him from this and that? Well, we all do, I think, somewhat so. How can we keep him from this and that and getting this and that? Well, here's the thing. If you don't give me what's mine, listen carefully. If you don't give me what's mine, there is a way out of here. And that way out of here for me is not good for you at all. That's why the energy is so intense and strong. Why? You need to ask yourself, why in 2 to 3 weeks it go like that? Why do he be forced to do the test? Is it God, or is it Satan, or is it both of them? As we get, watch this, as y'all ain't paying attention, as we get to that energy, past, let's say the women on the other side, like, yeah, get on out of there, but they're not paying attention to the energy. They're paying attention to me. They want me to out of there. Hey, come on, baby, come on. You know, they say that. or especially one of them in particular. Come on, baby. Come on, you can do it. Come to mama. But see, they're so excited, they're not paying attention to the weather, the nature. See, what people don't understand is there's seasons within seasons, like weathers. It's actually a hail weather people don't pay attention to, and it's a reaper weather people don't pay attention to. And sometimes those weathers look beautiful, but it's something off about the texture of it. Well, that's right there. You can call that fishing season. Well, in other words, if you don't put me back together like you're supposed to, I'm gonna cross that boundary and healing myself the way God want me to, and God gonna do the rest. And that's why I say people fear Satan, but you better fear God, because God is the one that pushed that button. So God is gonna clean up all that, you know what I'm saying? So God gonna clean it up His way, you know, because you've been warned, and you've been warned, and you've been told, okay, whatever, to do right, try to do right about this situation, and you still don't want to listen. Well, if you want to keep rolling the dice and betting and seeing if I'm gonna continue to do your little show for you, hey, well, you can try that. But if you don't want to acknowledge the warnings and saying, maybe, why is it like that? If he want to do it, he would do it all the time. But it's just because it's a breaking moment. Gotta get my pen and notebook for you. It's a breaking moment. It's a breaking moment, let's say I got my own military you can't see. Alright? Let's say I got my own military, right? Jesus could have used the same military when he was here, but it was forbidden because it didn't go with his mission. But typically he can use it. Let's say this is me and this is my military, and we're finna go through this. It's a wall right here, a spiritual wall right here. We're about to go through as I heal myself. It's a spiritual wall right here that we're about to go through as I heal myself. So, beyond this wall is everybody who kept on attacking me, no matter who they are. These soldiers, you get the gist. You should get the gist of it. So, when I do your little test, you gotta ask yourself, yeah, I can heal. Be healed. But is it more like not yet? Is it more like a warning? Now these spiritual, this is my military that y'all don't see. And you can just call this the legions of heaven. Now, let me show you this in the physical, okay? And see, you can't block this. You can't do your magic and I'm the military owner. It ain't gonna work like that, okay? So it's a button. That test for me is a button. It's okay. Let's go ahead and move on then. So they ain't changed. They don't want to change. They just don't care. And you cannot look at the flame as look. She trust me. She built different. All right. Now this is my military, and this is your military. Okay. This is, at the moment, I don't even know if I'm spelling it right. But anyway, I probably ain't spelling it right. Legion. It's supposed to say Legion. But anyway. Alright, this is legions. But see, here's the thing. Right now they are legions. Let's just say they're a legion of demons. Okay? Well, this is a legion of heaven. So if I break this wall, if I decide to go beyond this wall, which is gonna be, this is like the battle between good and evil right here. This is the spiritual war right here. If I decide, if God say, okay, that's why they say y'all want me to come out and be a celebrity, want me to come out and be an entertainer. Can't wait to be the entertainer. We ain't doing that. This is spiritual war. We trying to get down and get dirty out here. You know, and we really getting down, but this is beyond physical war. So, okay, when you a legion of evil, even if you got a mustard seed, if legions of evil, rise, legions of evil. You know what Satan say? Rise, legions of evil. So say they come up and you got a mustard seed of evil in you. Surely I'll tell you the truth. You are evil all the way through. Now, but watch this. But then I break this barrier. I break this barrier right here. Heaven legions gonna take over. And if you got a mustard seed of good in you, if you got a mustard seed of good in you, legions arise. They gonna clean out the hell legion gonna go back home, and then your soldiers pretty much gonna become my soldiers. Otherwise, the energy gonna drive them crazy. They hire yourself, which is my soldiers. See what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So this ain't a test. You see this test, you like, we got that dollar. You got that dollar. You get check time. Could get check time. This is soul time, baby. This is lifetime. If I break through this barrier, your chances of saving your soul is over permanently. Not your flesh, but your soul. Because you sacrificed the angel. Can you hear the music? Oh. Yeah, I know. You know, it's good stuff, right? Good stuff. That's how it works, though. You stay alone for so long, you start to realize that I stay in the spiritual more than I stay in the physical. That's how it works, though. So it's like, God. So you gotta ask yourself the question again, like what I said: is it God or is it Satan? Because you can automatically know if that war break out, it's consuming time. It's over. It's too late. So that's what's something else. So what is doing the energy like that? And you'll be amazed to be your ancestors on the other side praying and asking God, please, please, please give us one more chance. Please, please give us one more chance. Please, please, please give us one more chance. And they're coming over here And they trying to get y'all to stop doing what y'all doing, because once that barrier break, it's over. It's over. Y'all should see the signs. This ain't technology magic. I'm trying to help y'all here. Y'all too busy. It's a conduct way of making money. A conduct currency, I think. And that conduct currency is not worth your soul. Your soul is priceless. Conduct currency, I think that's why, I think I'm saying it right. It's not worth y'all soul, no? Conduct currency. It's not worth your soul. So if I break this barrier, that's why all my women over there like, do it, baby. That biological, diabolical. Come on. Come on to mama, baby. You think them girls ain't ready? Some of them girls need a healing. I'm not saying I can heal them or nothing like that, but I can show them how to heal. I can tell them secrets that I ain't told nobody. You know? I don't have to actually physically be in contact with them. I can probably just shake their hands. I was just playing. I ain't gonna do that. But I can tell them, you can hear that like this right here. You can hear this like this. You can hear that like that. You can hear that like that. Did you know a fraction mean this? Did you know a fraction mean that? Did you know you could do that, and you can do that, and you can do this and that, and this with that, and this and this and this and that. Just stuff like that right there. Did you know some things is qualification? Did you know some things is identification? Did you know that maybe, just maybe, So, it's stuff like that. So they waiting. Or she waiting. Family waiting. That actually, like Jesus said, this is my family now. Or this is my family. Whoever decided to start actually doing right by me and actually trying to push forward, whether they a family I'm with or a new family coming to me. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be on the right team. Just be on the right team. And finally just start doing right by it. It make you feel good. Just try to do one little thing, if it's small. Try to do something good that you never did before in your life. And then don't go back and tell everybody about it. Don't say nothing to nobody about it. And actually consume and embrace the goodness that it feels inside of you. And just keep it quiet. And then just try to do more and more every day. You'll see, that's supposed to be part of that's also part of our mission here on earth. To try to do some good every day. So that's why I do this video. I can't do nothing else. I do a video, elevate everybody in the right way, and hopefully I did my job. But anyway, but that's it. So y'all, it's muscle memory, and what it is that do you want to give back the gift, or do you want to keep the gift? You gotta quit focusing on the lustful desires, because that's an illusion, and focus on the gift that you probably got that you didn't know. Start drawing. Start doing things that you typically wouldn't do. See if you move different. Check your energy. See if your energy better. Check your breathing. See if you're breathing any better. Check things about you and notice things about you. How do you truly feel? Don't really lean too much so on the tiredness. That's part of, sharing new, and it kind of take a while for you to get up out of there Sometimes it's very accurate sometimes. Don't go off that. Go off of other stuff, more little smaller details, and you're gonna be like, wait a minute, how your karma is? Is your karma good? Did you have a good day? Is things working out for you? Yeah, you got this money. If you stole this money, is your karma good? Or is you spending more money than you done stole? As quicker you steal it, you spend it. It's like, man, people around here. The people who stole my money, people blow horns at each other that give each other money. They don't blow horns at me. Nobody like me. I'm not their family. I never knew them. See what I'm saying? So, and then I've been through this when I was younger. I just didn't know what this was, and they did this to me when I was younger. And they must take so much after so long. And And in this time in my life when I was younger, they needed me to become a drug dealer. They needed me to accept being a drug dealer. And if I accepted being a drug dealer, they got what they wanted out of me. And I became a drug dealer. You see what I'm saying? They needed me. It's like they keep on. If somebody got too much power, had too much power over something that belonged to me, and it's time for it to stop. And their excuse is, this is the way everybody gonna know. You can't. It's like that king that died. That's why he died, bro. He gave everybody money, kept giving everybody gold. That's why you can't do that. You can't do that. People gotta earn it. People gotta show. Like my grandpa taught me this. My grandpa told me one time, back then we owned the project. Black people owned the project. My grandpa said, you see these projects, son, and you see these homes, when you see, I didn't know why he was telling me this. I had no clue on why he would tell me this, because I never had nothing. He said, when you see somebody actually living in the projects and appreciating their projects and taking care of their home, taking care of their projects like it's the home they sell or whatever, then you move them on to land. That's what my grandpa taught me. Then you put them on land. Otherwise, leave them alone. If they want to just sit over there and gossip and talk about you and worry about what you got going on instead of yourself, leave them alone. But if they want to help themselves and show that they're trying to help themselves, like in my case, you forcefully pretty much put the gun in my head and say, do the test. You say, do the test. We need you to do the test. What you do, how do your energy shift? Not the weather, not the computer test, not how do the human shift. Oh, they got a nasty attitude, ain't got a cigarette, ain't got nothing to, you know, I ain't been asking for nothing like that lately. But their attitude nasty, ain't really no money for no food. Ain't really no money for no food. Can't get a ride to the store. It's just different things. Attitude different, you know, and the neighbors or whatever. You know, attitude shift. They just got these nasty attitudes. But when you finally do the test, they happy. Everybody, oh, got the check. And it's just the same thing over and over and over. It's like clockwork. That's why I was trying to just give it to them, but it was like God said, no, I'm not letting you do that. I'm not letting you just give them nothing. I'm not letting you do that. And like God said, no, I'm not letting you do that. But y'all go check out Hunter x Hunter, man. That anime great, bro. It remind me of me and my brother. Kahlua, my brother. And my brother was just wild. Well, we all wild, but my brother was wild. And just go check out Kahlua. Go check out Hunter x Hunter. And when it's gonna get to a part where you feel like it went crazy because it's gonna get to these bugs and stuff. No, that's the best part. It's gonna get, and really pay attention to it, bro. Like the insects that you gotta deal with, these species you gotta deal with. Pay attention to these anime. Now they trying to tell you something. And how Gon always getting pushed. You know, people always expecting the least out of Gon, but Gon always proven wrong. But Gon just a very humble child. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful story, absolute beautiful story. And don't let your kid. And you know the parents gonna be like, you gonna be telling the kid, don't play that next one. I ain't playing. Don't play the next one. Especially like somebody like Harry or somebody. Don't play the next one. And I ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna love it, bro. But I watched them all in the other language. I never saw it in the American language. I want to though. But anyway, yeah, that's it, y'all. Just preserve your soul out there. Take care of yourself the right way. Heal the right way. Put God first. Thank God. Give God everything. Give God the glory and everything, man. And always know what you know, what you know. Peace and love out there.